Thank you. Okay. Yeah, could you brief about yourself?
So currently I was working as a DevOps engineer in Tisco. I have 8 years experience in DevOps and working on orchestration tools like Kubernetes, Docker, and recently I got certification in Terraform, Terraform Associate, and I used to write YAML codes on the files. So I'm responsible for creating AC/CD pipelines, and also I have experience in 15 services of Amazon AWS, and I have worked with templates on Terraform. Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I have been writing some automation function codes in Terraform. So on a application basis, and I have some experience on rollbacks of changing the applications, rollbacks for the applications, and also have some experience in production applications, and I used to do a elastic computing for as well, and I used to write some Python Lambda functions to the code for doing the elastic Kubernetes services. And I have good experience on creating IMA roles.
What is Azure pipeline? Could you explain?
Pipeline?
Yeah, Azure pipeline. Could you explain Azure pipeline?
Yes, sure. Kindly, I say Azure is entirely different types of steps involved in a CI/CD pipelines of Azure. So for deploying the applications across the systems, we use the pipelines to automate the systems to build and test the code for the project from the systems. Also we have a combination of a continuous integration and continuous delivery as well. We also work with on a specific testing process of the to assure the quality of process, or to create the artifacts from the systems to make sure that it will frequently on the deployment.
Okay. Yeah, could you elaborate self-hosted agent in Azure pipeline?
Self-hosted agent in Azure pipeline, yes. So basically, Azure pipelines it's like a self-hosted agent, which actually used for a run the tasks on own infrastructure. This is basically adding standard things to the small scale deployments, and add to run off a multiple builds and releases. So at that time we have a self-host agent will be customized, which offers you a freedom of running the agent on a supporting of operations, including Windows, Linux, and Mac OS, and Microsoft hosts a hosted agent allows you to select the availability of the operation systems to deploy the and run the applications in it.
Could you list out some modern deployment pattern?
Yes, sure. Environment.
Modern deployment patterns.
So it's actually responsible for like a deployment side. So it's worked with a like a blue-green deployments and automations inside that. And I also responsible for like having with a deployment API, responsible for like a customer deployments on the top of that, and getting the containers inside that, so that we can have a experience on like a automations of a role based on the access control or applications, access control applications. And also we also have a services to release inside that, for to say inside that to get the source code to deploy in that.
What is canary deployment?
um, so canary deployment is something like we can able to have all the um, like deploying the new versions of the code. So canary deployment is like a stage releases which can make the stages and rollouts of the software as a small parts of your users, and have the access to the ability to the rollout to the rest of the users also.
Yeah, could you write it down that build stage? Your build stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically,
Could you share your screen?
yes.
You're sharing.
Yeah. Can you view?
Yeah, I can able to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see what you're typing.
I'm just looking the my system is stuck, I think. I'm just looking. Can you view my screen?
Yeah, I can able to see your window.
Yeah. So I'm opening the chat box I used to write here. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
You're sharing.
yeah, I shared, right?
No. I can't able to see what you're doing.
So you can you let me check one thing.
Otherwise, put it down in the chat box.
Yeah, I'm just typing there. I think I have shared my screen. You didn't see it?
Yeah, but nothing you're not doing, right? Nothing.
Yeah, I'm sending. Can you see my chart screen also?
Yeah. that is fine. How will you add a nick instance to a VM and the redeploy a VM? You can write down the command for redeploying a VM.
Yes. For redeploying the VM, right? Okay.
Yeah.
By using the Terraform or like a okay.
You do it in a CLI also.
Yeah. Okay.
You're seeing right? No. You're not sharing your screen.
No. You can share my screen. Okay. Can you view my screen?
Yeah, seems this is different window. Okay, fine. So, could you explain some of the DevSecOps tools?
So DevSecOps tools.
Hello, are you here?
Yes. Like it's a image results like for a DevOps SecOps rules. So like a DevSecOps build tools like focusing on like a automation of a source for security analysis.
Yeah, could you list out some of the tools?
Like so it will like I like collaborating of like a collaborating of important like security practices included in software components and analyzing the statistic applications and software testing and unit testings, and tools can be plugged in by exiting existing CI/CD pipelines on like a automatic
How will
test.
you integrate Sonar Cube? How will you integrate a Sonar Cube to your CI pipeline?
Sonar cubes on CI/CD pipelines. So Sonar Cubes integrating on with GitHub. So it's a entrepreneurs of a GitHub.com. So we can integrate with the allowing you to from a GitHub repository with the integration of a integration with importing the GitHub repository to that, and a repository from a Sonar Cubes project. Through the Jenkins integration, we can integrate the Sonar Cubes, can automatically detect and branch and pull requires a pulls required, and request it a certain jobs we can create in certain jobs in Jenkins. Need to be pass all the pulls requests a detailing of analysis, and analysis to run a project analysis with Jenkins. So need installations.
Okay,
and
fine. How will you retrieve the key vault value?
So key val value in key val value in
ARM template. In ARM template. So if you are passing connection string details,
selecting the current version of that, we can see the key val values of buttons, showing the secret values. There is a button
ARM template. How will you implement it?
ARM template.
Yeah. How will you implement the key vault?
By clicking on the show secret values button, by uploading manual option, like a um, a name of the secret, and a name of the unique name will be key valid, and it must be a 1 to 172 characters of string, starting with a letters and contents with only 0, 9, and a small alphabets and big alphabets, and more information on the name, and seeing the key value a valid objects, and identifying them identifying of the versioning of it, and values is a type of
you work in OpenShift, right?
Yes, I have some experience in OpenShift.
What is the use of volume security?
Volume security for the OpenShift.
Yeah.
So basically, volume shift. Shifting multiple volumes, sharing with a project, the volumes a same, a persistent, there is a persistent volume, a volume, so is claims. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
So however, we can bind these volumes with the bounding, claiming of outside, and a first claiming so storages, and we can add it this storage to multiple projects.
Okay, fine. Yeah, could you write it down, the syntax for inserting a multiple images to a single container in the OpenShift?
Yes, writing a OpenShift code.
Yeah, or to insert multiple images into single container.
Multiple images in single container.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
You're going to send a script or?
Yes, yes. On Chartbox, I will write the uh, code OpenShift single volume, multiple images, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just thinking.
So it's taking time.
I can, on top of my head, I can't write.
Okay, okay, not a problem.
Yeah.
So how will you deploy a pod resources
In Kubernetes.
in OpenShift? Yeah, in OpenShift.
Yes.
Yeah, could you explain me how will you deploy a pod resource?
Like a pod resources for the OpenShift, like a it's a container platform, like a OpenShift, like a deploying like a uh, uh, pods like with a YAML code, like a app version, and like a to provide like a running services on the OpenShift, like we use the pods, and like it's a image registry for the pods, and we can like use YAML code for the write the pods, like a app version, kind metadata, and labels and deployments, spike and containers details, like environment and a name values.
So you work in Linux, right?
Yes.
Okay. What is a tail command in Linux? What is
Tail is we can use the last part of the lines.
pipe?
Pipe is to divide the two commands. Like we can write a pipe command for like a uh, um, to establish connection with the two commands. Like we can add like a we can add like a start, and we can add with the end, and of using the pipe command.
What is process management system in Linux?
Process management system in Linux is a um, uh, like in operating systems of Linux, process management system, right?
Hmm. So what is the use of netstat?
Netstat is used for like or we can see the networks details, status of the network details of that systems.
So how will you lock an account, user account?
Log to check the logs.
Lock you. I want to lock a user account. How will you lock it?
by giving the permissions. Like you're talking about the Linux itself, right?
Yeah, in Linux. How will you lock it?
By giving the passwords commands to the users, like establishing like an option of uh, logs, locking the accounts, like a password / that username, like if it is like a
So, what are the scripting languages you used?
Python.
So, what is the difference between function and method in Python?
Function and method. Okay, so function is like a the methods to operate these data like a classes, while the functions with like uses to return the values or like a return the data. So directly it's called as a name, like a so like a methods is um, it's a object oriented programming language of functions.
So, what is the use of yield keyword in Python?
Yield. So yield is like a statements of objects which can be used.
Okay. So, in shell scripting, what is the use of $?
$.
Yeah.
It's like a string still with like contents of characters. It's like a separate the arguments on it, like a white like a separate the arguments with a white space.
Okay. So, I have an array variable. How will you access the array variable in a shell scripting?
Uh,
So,
array
could you write
variable.
it down? Yeah. Could you write it down the script for that to access array variable?
Yeah, sure. Uh,
Yeah, you are writing. You are
yes,
sharing.
I'm writing. You can see my chart screen, right?
I want to access that array variable. This is you are assigning, right? Already in array variable is there. You want to
Okay.
access that variable.
Array. Like a simplest method to create the array is like ascending the values, right?
If you are assigning value, right?
Yeah.
So how will you read that value, access that value? You're sending.
Yeah, I'm just typing.
So you created array.
Yes.
So how will you read one by one?
Like a first elements we can read like a giving the echo and calling the my array.
Yeah, that will get to only one record, right? To get all the record, how will you? What's the thing you do?
Like a dollar slash like a array dollar. Sorry.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for your good time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll update to backend.